The grind continues for Heroic, and they're now entering the major here for the first stage. kyxsan's joining me, and I want to touch on this grind you guys have been on, because I look at Heroic, you're always entering things, you're always playing officials. How's the energy coming into the major itself?
I think we have good energy. We've been playing a lot recently. We also had some online tournaments after the RMR, but I think we like to play. We can see that we keep improving, so we have good energy right now, I would say.
When I see Heroic, I always see you guys together. I always see a strong, united team for sure. Is this something you've been trying to focus on and work on? Because it's such an interesting mix of players and personalities that have come together.
Yes, I would say that we've been working on it a lot since the first day we founded this team. And I think we've been doing pretty good when you look at the mental part of the game and how we behave outside of the server. I think even in some rough moments when we were losing games or even tournaments, we were still, nobody got tilted or... I think we've been doing good when it comes to the mental part.
And inside the game, I want to see how much you are learning and how much you are trying to adjust still, and how much is set in stone, because I know you guys will have the fundamentals worked out of how you want to play and how you want to lead this team, but how much is still, because you are a new team, I need to change this a little bit, we need to do this. How are you going through this whole process?
I think in the last few weeks we've been changing some little things, so I think we have like a good base or a good idea of how we want to play, and then we just adjust few little things depending on the opponent, on the way we've been playing the last few games. So yeah, I wouldn't say that we changed too much, only some little things that can sometimes decide games.
And in terms of deciding games, the major you'd need to perform, but Heroic as an organisation, before you were part of the team, had a lot of success when it came to majors, deep runs, playoffs, right? Do you have the same expectations for this version of Heroic, that that is where you guys should go? Because when I hear, I've seen Nertz's interviews, we can win this event, we can do, it's very confident, but what are your realistic expectations at this stage?
We're trying not to think too much about the end result. We're trying to take it game by game, but I think we haven't been a team for a long time, but I think we already showed that we can beat some decent teams and do some great runs at tournaments. So I would say making the playoffs is like a minimum for us.
And what's that like for you, right? Because your first major, you hit top 4. Now, I would say you're coming in with a stronger team, but I'm looking at the names and the players. How do you personally feel about that? I need to do this again? Is there a mentality change on it?
Yeah, I think with the experience we have in our team, I think we shouldn't worry too much about it, and if we just keep playing the way we want, we will do it.
A lot of people are thinking, okay, 3-0s in the pick'ems, Heroic are through, there's no problems at all. Do you feel that confident?
We feel confident, but at the same time we don't want to underestimate anyone, any team, because we saw, for example, in the online games, we lost against OG, for example, and I think, for example, in that game we didn't go too serious, like always, so that made us play a bit worse. So I think for the major it's important to just respect every team, and if we just play like we always do, we can beat anyone, I think.
And what would you say for you as the IGL is the one thing you haven't had enough time to do with this team, the one thing you haven't had enough time to work on to get you to where you want right now? Because we have to be, yes, we're looking at the name value of Heroic, but we have to be honest that it's only been a few months for this team.
Yeah. I would say maybe the map pool. We didn't have enough time to prepare all the maps like we would like to have them. But even the map pool, I think it has been getting better lately, especially after the RMR. So it's still not perfect, but we can do much better than this.
Do you feel like it's actually good that you guys are going through this first stage, because the officials you'll get to play and getting used to this whole scenario again?
Yeah, I think it's been good to play a lot of officials and also some online tournaments, because I mean, I have some experience playing some online tournaments before this, but some of the other guys have only played LANs recently, so having these online grinds and playing different kind of qualifiers, I think helped us a lot, and we've been improving and learning a lot from it.
But do you expect the same? Do you think it's beneficial you're starting here in the opening stage and not the next stage, for example? Do you think it's good for this team?
Yes, I think so. If you get through this stage, you'll get a lot of confidence going into the next one, so I think it's important for us.
Well, let's hope that confidence comes through for you, man. kyxsan, thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you.